That's the dramatic start. Boom. Cheez It, KMC, Mark JC, and Monkey Man are all on a walk together. They just went to the greatest restaurant they've ever been to in their entire lives. It's great. It's called Restaurant. That's a real restaurant, by the way.
Jesus Christ.
I'm not kidding. That's a real restaurant.
Nice restaurant, by the way.
It's just called Restaurant. And
Cheez It,
basically,
what's your
they're just walking back home when Mark decides, since he's a little piss boy, he decides he's gonna split off and go check out if the convenience store next door has any good stuff because he was hungry for a little snack. Shut up. Asian begins playing Clash Royale while waiting for Mark.
Asian's on his phone. Asian's on his phone playing Clash Royale. KMC's eating a banana popsicle that he got from...
After Mark comes out the convenience store... Oh my god, shut the fuck up. After Mark comes out of the convenience store, they all walk home together, and they have a sleepover. A non-sexual one. A platonic sleepover.
Yeah, sexual one.
Okay, they have a sexual sleepover. And...
No! I leave.
They have a platonic sleepover.
About it.
And they all fall asleep, happily ever after. Asian was the first to wake up. When he wakes up, he notices he's no longer in his room. Instead, he wakes up to the stench of wet, moist carpet and the sound of fluorescent lights with yellow walls all over. This is... No, it can't be. I read all about this on 4chan. It can't be. This is the Backrooms. Asian and all his friends have entered the Backrooms. So now, we begin.
Which one do you put 4chans on my search history?
Because it is now the I am the dungeon master. I am the DM. If you look in your search history right now, it will be there. Everything I say is correct.
Okay. I'm going.
Guys, let's stop joking around. I don't even know where we are. I was sleeping.
You
I
guys,
passed out after
you guys are in level 0. You see, level 0 has a unique trait where you cannot come across any wanderers at all, ever. So, I'm just gonna do a little thing here until we exit. I will follow one person at a time. Since Asian woke up first, I will follow Asian. Asian, you awake in the back rooms, blah blah blah. So, what do? What's the first thing you do when you wake up?
Well, I would first probably take in my surroundings. What do I see anything like out of place?
You do not. All you see is endless hallways and lights and moist carpet.
Alright, well, that's the case, I'm just gonna start going.
Alright, well, which direction do you walk in? South, north, west, or east?
West.
Alright, so Asian walks west. He walks for a couple minutes until he notices something strange. A hole in the wall. That's strange. It's got a ladder. What do you do?
I climb the ladder as fast as possible.
Asian climbs the ladder and enters the hole. In
In
the hole, Asian finds another room. And in this room there is a corpse. But it can't be human, can it? Because all its blood is black. Pitch black.
Can I leave?
Asian decides to leave. Do you leave the way you came, Asian?
Yes.
Asian climbs back and leaves immediately. Okay, so Asian, now you're back out. Which way do you go?
Okay, hold on. Okay. I like to imagine that, like, it's kind of like that Skyrim moment when you enter the wrong building and you just instantly leave. You're just like, God.
Nope.
And
Bye.
just walks in, just teleports out. I'll go north.
You go north. Walking for a couple minutes, you finally notice something that you haven't seen before. A door.
I want to keep going north.
Asian keeps going north. By the way, I'm stalling so I can pull up the wiki and see which level 0 leads to. I mean, I'm not doing that. What are you talking about? Okay, so Asian keeps walking north, and he sees a strange thing. A wall.
Keep walking.
I mean, it seems normal, although it's scraping off, and it seems to be
north.
glitching, Kind of weird.
I keep walking north.
All right.
I'm going to the Millennia Rooms.
All right. Asian keeps walking north for what seems to be minutes. Minutes turn to hours. Asian doesn't know how long he's been walking. He gets hungry. Asian notices almond water on his walk north.
I examine the water very thoroughly.
Asian examines the water. He does not detect any anomalous traits.
I take a small snip.
Asian takes a small sip. Tastes like almond water.
Okay, well, do I have like a backpack or something?
Asian did have a backpack. He was carrying a lot of good stuff. He had a lot of stuff on it. He sleeps with a backpack. I don't know why. Don't ask.
Alright, whatever.
He's just quirky like that.
I put that in my backpack, and now I keep walking north.
Asian continues his walk north for again what seems like hours, until he notices a door, another door, and it is exactly in front of him, exactly where he was walking towards.
I go around the door.
Asian tries to go around the door, but he feels a strong urge to open it. He can't resist it.
I resist the urge and keep going north.
Asian can't resist the urge.
Go to the Millennia Rooms.
Asian opens. No, why do you keep calling it Millennia Rooms? By the way,
I don't care. No, that's what I'm gonna call it. I'm trying to make you mad.
Asian walks into a room. The door slams behind him, and it seems almost the same as level 0, but it's not. The walls are a little bit different. It's strange. Look at visuals. Look at visuals. Asian sees this.
Okay.
All right.
I sleep.
So what do you do, Asian?
I sleep.
Asian goes to sleep. Cheese it. You awake to find yourself in blah 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 level 0 blah blah blah. What do you do?
Look around.
Alright, so you look around and you don't see that many things weird aside from the fact that you're in a completely different place you want to sleep. Aside from a wall, it seems a little scratched off, kind of in the shape of a door, and it's a little glitchy. What do you do?
I walk south.
Cheez-It walks south for a couple of minutes until he notices a door. What does Cheez-It do?
What did I notice?
A door.
Keep walking.
Cheez-It keeps walking. In what direction?
South. Stay on south.
Alright. Cheez-It keeps walking until he finds two strange things. Cheez-It finds another door. This door is made out of glass? That's weird. And the floor beneath him seems cracked. What is Cheez-It?
May I run away?
I
don't like that.
The floor!
The floor is cracked!
Cheez-It continues walking. Oh, Cheez-It runs away. In what direction?
South. I fucking run past him.
Cheez-It continues running in south for minutes, but this time seems like hours. Cheez-It keeps going until Cheez-It sees a door. He feels attracted to it. He tries to resist the urge, but he's almost pulled towards it by some external force. Cheez-It opens the door and enters the room. It slams shut behind him and locks. Before the door shuts, Cheez-It notices a dark figure watching him from the shadows. Cheez-It turns around and notices someone sleeping on the floor. Oh, would you look at that? It's Asian. Okay, KMC, here you are.
Ah,
Alright, you awake. Blah, 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 blah. What do you do? KMC, what do you do?
check my surroundings.
KMC checks his surroundings. He sees nothing anomalous except for a wall. It seems somewhat scratched off and kind of glitchy, and also a glass door.
No, nope. I walk past it. Bye.
KMC walks past the hub.
What?
Nothing. And
I go back.
nope, KMC is
Fine.
shunned away by his embarrassment. KMC continues walking in what direction?
North.
KMC continues walking north. He notices a cracked floor. What does he do?
I keep going north.
KMC continues going north. KMC sees a door labeled exit. What does KMC do?
I go past it, maybe?
KMC leaves the door labeled exit. Kind of a weird choice. KMC keeps moving north for minutes. He seems to. His thoughts start to fade into. Right before he completely loses it, he notices one last thing: scrawlings on the wall next to a door, labeled supplies. It seemed like it was written by a human. A panicked human at that. What does KMC do?
I don't want to open it because if I open it, I'm probably gonna die, and that's gonna be very embarrassing.
KMC, wow, you guys are making this really boring. Okay, KMC continues walking north for minutes, hours, till he notices a door. What does KMC do?
Open it.
Doesn't matter. KMC is forced to open it. Then the door slams shut behind him, and he notices Cheez-It sitting in the corner, very much waiting, and Asian sleeping on the floor.
Cheez-It, are you good?
Mark, you wake up in the back room. Okay, so what do you do?
God, did you get murked by one of them?
Yeah, I said that already 3 times, so, yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, I walk south.
Alright, Mark walks south for a couple minutes until he notices a door with labeling scrawled supplies on it by what seems to be a very panicked human.
I go in because I know. Oh wait, sorry.
And he also notices another door, don't fucking interrupt me, made out of glass. It's kind of strange. He can't see what's outside of the door.
It's fake glass. I go in the supplies room.
He goes into the supplies room. Surprisingly, the supplies room was not a lie. Mark walks in, and he finds scraps, wood, plastic, rope, and almond water. What a generous gift. What does Mark do?
What?
Mark has a backpack on him, by the way.
Oh, okay.
There's also a weapon in there. A plank, but it can still be used as a weapon if he fashions something out of the rope.
Well, take everything and, well, I guess hold the weapon.
Mark holds the plank in his hand and takes everything. Over encumbered. What does Mark do? The glass door is still there, by the way.
I'm over encumbered?
Well, you're just slow.
Yeah. I mean, well, just pass the door, keep walking.
Mark keeps walking until he notices a crack in the floor. He almost steps on it, but he knows that's a bad idea. What does he do? Mark could easily break that crack. What does he do?
In the floor or the wall?
In the floor.
Floor. I step back and I hit it with the weapon plank thing.
Mark slams the crack in the floor with his weapon plank, and he looks down into it. It's another level. Wooden walls, almost like a warehouse of sorts.
How far is the drop?
It's a couple feet. Really not that far.
Oh, I fasten. Can I fasten the rope and make it so I can go back up?
Mark can do that. Mark breaks off a small piece of the plank, small enough that he can still use the plank as a weapon, sticks it into the ground, and ties the rope to it. He climbs down. Mark has entered wooden walls of tortured souls. The crack in the floor shuts on him, breaking the rope. Asian wake up, so he goes. Asian screeches. They think he's a zombie, but he's fine. He's just grumpy.
He's Fine.
What you want? What you want?
I'm here now. I exist.
We're all
Asian-
here, cheese it.
Asian, Cheez-It, and KMC are all reunited, but they wonder, where's Mark? That's strange.
I heard
don't
the
want
floor
that.
I
crack.
wonder where he went. Well, oh well. Let's hope he gets here soon.
No, listen. Cheese it, guys. Knowing Mark, he probably like found, I don't know, a monster or something and try to make friends with it.
Probably, yeah.
I go back to bed.
Does
Nah,
the
I'm-
party go back to
I'm
bed?
probably gonna go to bed also.
Yeah, we all go to
specifically
bed.
Yeah.
We all go to bed.
Everyone goes to sleep. They awake,
Oh, you hear my
all of
keyboard.
them. First, Asian. Asian wakes up and finds himself in a tunnel with many doors. And so does KMC. And
We all
last,
together.
and the worst, Cheez-It wakes up alone. In
Oh,
what
Asian and I are together.
seems to be endless hallway.
Oh,
Like as if they were in a
Is it red?
hotel or a school with windows with just whiteness as far as can see.
And
Jesus
I meant
doesn't know where he is. Okay, who just left? Jesus doesn't know.
I go through the first door I see.
No, I'm talking about Cheez-It.
Yeah.
Mark, go back.
am I? Give me a detailed explanation of where I am.
Cheez-It has entered level 994. All server.
Enlightenment.
Cheez-It has entered Enlightenment.
Enlightenment. Yes, knew it. Like one of the only lows I know.
So, Cheez-It, what do you do?
What's around me? Supplies, doors, anything?
Just a hallway as far as can see.
Slowly start walking down it. Slowly, steadily, silently.
Cheez-It slowly starts walking forward. He just sees endless halls. He does see a room. The room is dark, uninhabited, or at least so he thought. He hears a
Do I have
low growling noise from inside.
I freeze.
Cheez-It freezes. Growling noise
I tried.
continues.
I listened to the.
Don't interrupt me. The growling noise continues, but it slowly gets farther away and disappears. What does Cheez-It do?
Slowly start walking again.
Cheez-It
Continue
slowly
walking.
starts walking again. Cheez-It looks into the room and sees nothing. Cheez-It continues walking.
I'm not in the room, right? I'm just walking the hallway.
No, you just walked past it. Cheez-It, what do? Do you continue walking?
What else do I have to do? It's just an endless hallway, anyways.
Huh? Cheez-It continues walking. Well, you could like stab yourself or something. I don't know.
Kill myself?
Well, that might or may or
Yeah,
may not
I-
be a way to get out.
I know where it sends me.
Cheez-It. By the way, no pulling up the wiki.
I
Cheez-It
don't. It happened with somebody else. It happened with.
continues walking down the hallway. Cheez-It continues walking for minutes. A couple minutes, probably 5 or so, until he hears footsteps behind him. What does Cheez-It do?
Turn around.
Cheez-It swiftly turns around and hears the words, "Be not afraid," as he sees this behind him.
Biblical. He's gonna fucking murder me.
What does Cheez-It do?
I should be afraid. Should I? I'd be afraid.
Cheez-It, be afraid. It didn't help. What does Cheez-It do?
Stand there menacingly.
Cheez-It
Have
stares
a staring contest with whatever the hell that thing
Cheez-It
is.
stares into the eyes of the angel-like being, and the angel's pupil starts to convey images, incomprehensible images. Cheez-It can't look away. They're beautiful. Too beautiful. Cheez-It dies.
The images were too beautiful for him.
Cheez-It loses 1 life. So, Cheez-It manages to escape stabbing himself in the face somehow, and continues walking. The footsteps go away. He turns around slowly, and the angel is gone. Cheez-It continues walking. Does he not? Cheez-It keeps walking until suddenly he hears a loud noise, almost as if a light went out. Cheez-It turns around, and he notices something alarming. All the lights in the room are going out. All the lights in the hallway are going out.
What?
Cheez-It begins running. Cheez-It hears a low growling noise turned to a very high growling noise. What does Cheez-It do? Does he look around?
Keep running.
Cheez-It keeps running. He does not look back. Cheez-It keeps running for minutes. Cheez-It swiftly turns around just to see what's chasing him, and he sees this.
Keep running, I guess.
The growling noise gets louder and louder. It seems endless.
Do I still have that shard?
Cheez-It still has this shard on him.
It's not frowning, so it's still in its ghost form, not in its physical form. I have no chance of killing it. Might have to stab myself, I guess. I have no way out of this. I'm probably gonna lose another life.
Where does Cheez-It stab
I stab
himself?
myself.
Where does Cheez-It
The chest.
Cheez-It stabs himself in the chest. He continues running, but he's bleeding quite a bit. He keeps running as much as he can, and the growling noise, it suddenly stops. Cheez-It closes his eyes, but doesn't die. It's strange. Cheez-It thought he was dead, was he not? No, it can't be. Cheez-It wakes up and finds himself in an office building.